Hello and welcome back for the first recorded Llorwyn draft. We have been on the struggle bus. We've been trying to draft. Oh my gosh, what is even the best here? Slumbering Walker is good. Mutable Explorer is good. More Cancel Loyalist is good. I almost want to take this and force Elves, but we have been trying to make a lot of elemental decks since that seems like the archetype that's open the most often, and we have been losing. So it's quite possible elementals are open because elementals are bad. We've also lost with Merfolk, but Merfolk we've kind of forced. At the beginning, we thought it was going to be the strongest archetype, and it looks like Elves are totally viable, Goblins are totally viable, and Kithkin are totally viable. Prisma Basher is interesting here. We already have a white card, so let's take Abigail. This thing is disgustingly good. It is a 2-mana, hard to cast 1/1 flyer, and it turns whatever you've already got onto the board into a bomb because it gives it first strike, flying, and lifelink. That's a lot of keywords. We'll see if Prisma Basher wheels here. It probably won't. And we don't know what our second color is going to be yet. It does not necessarily have to be black. We could be Merfolk. Speaking of Merfolk, the Eclipsed Marrow is here. That's a good sign. We're going to stay away from the elementals here. And Vivid. I think Vivid is a viable deck. You just need more controlling cards to deal with bombs, and you need good enough payoffs to actually play it. Otherwise, you'll get run over by the other archetypes. That's what I think so far. You know, it is very early on in the set. We're going to have to lose a lot to figure stuff out. What even wheels here in Merfolk? I guess just the Tributary Vaulter. The best card here is maybe Assert Perfection. Gravel Gill is filler 2-drop that we could play. If we wanted to stay white, we could take Spiral into Solitude or Timid Shieldbearer. There is a good amount of bounce and blight value your opponent can get off if you don't exile their creature quick enough. So I don't always love this. Seer is actually probably the very best card. But I like staying white, seeing if we can stay open to whatever our second color is. Stay open to the Merfolk deck. It's not a Merfolk, but it is white. And it could pump a bunch of little tiny Merfolk. Spiral into Solitude is another card we can pick up. We need, a handful of removal. There are bombs in the set. Miss Meadow Council is maybe the best card here if it goes into the Kithkin deck, and we could still be green-white. But I'm gonna stick white for now. I'm gonna stick one color, kinda as long as we can, unless we see a reason to go into 2 colors. Hovel Hurler. I think is good enough. Nothing special. There's only so much room for 5-drops, but we will take it. Boulder Dash was nice. We killed like the 2/1 first strike and a 2-drop with this last time. It can be nice if it lines up correctly. I think it's between Boulder Dash and Safe Right Cavalry. I mean, Down Guard is also just playable. I don't love this. It's like a bad avatar. We'll take the white card. There we go. Okay. White card wheeled. Burn Stoneback. We'll take that. Sundappled Celebrant is once again alright. Filler. Not crazy about it. But we have successfully stuck to one color. And this is mostly a blue-white card. But the rest of these can be played with just white, even if we don't end up red or black. Wickermaw is something we can pick up here in case we do end up Vivid. I don't think we want to be playing Stratosphere. This is one of the worst basic land cyclers. The 6/5 Elemental that you can sometimes play for cheaper and exiles the top card of your deck, that is something I think you want. Because you can fetch it with the elemental version of Eclipsed Marrow. And it gives you a card right back. So it's not the worst thing in the world. A 5 mana 3/5 flyer is pretty close to the worst thing in the world. We'll take a Barbed Bloodletter, I guess. Dream Caesar. Put that in a little playable black pile. Okay, Ashling's Command. Copy an elemental. 2 damage to each. This has wiped my board before. This has killed every single Merfolk creature I've had on the board and copied like a bomb elemental that has some ETB effect before. Not for us though. I think we'll take a Stone back or a Meander's Guide. Merfolk. We haven't had a real strong reason to go into Merfolk yet, and we don't have Kithkin payoffs yet. Grub. What do we think of Grub? We think Grub is a black-red card. And he needs goblins to really pop off. Tempted to just take the Prideful Feastling and stay open. I think this is the kind of card we want to see early on if we are going to go into elementals. Cinder Strike is probably the best card here. And how many creatures do we have that share a creature type? Giant, which is not really a deck, is the highest number. Plus this Changeling will count. How do we have so many giants? 1, 2. Maybe it is counting the Changelings. We'll take the white removal spell. Try and fill our quota of removal spells. And I mean, this is a good card. Goblins are red-black, though. I think maybe we take on unexpected assistance, even if we don't have Merfolk. This is not a bad payoff for having a bunch of creatures. Because if we take a white card, it's just not exciting. This is a Merfolk card anyways. Okay. Take a Kithkin. This doesn't need to go into a Kithkin deck. This is just straight up good. 2 mana, 2/2 first strike. Lifelink would be good enough on its own, but it can also help you develop out the board very quickly. Curve out if you're on the draw. If you're on the play instead of the draw, that is. We'll leave that Spiral into Solitude where it is. Personify is here. Do we like it better than Sky Swimmer? I kind of like Personify better. We can blink Abigail to have her take effect again. Dawn Guards are just straight up playable, so we'll take them. We don't love them. Blossom Bind. Blossom Bind is also straight up playable. Don't love it. They can still get a lot of value out of bodies, even if they're not attacking or blocking. But we will take it in here. We'll take an early body or Convoke. Right now, the only Convoke we have is the Unexpected Assistance. Do we have much instant speed stuff? Really just keep out. I think Appeal to Urdu can occupy our combat trick slot for now. Shadow Urchin. It's not bad. But we don't get to play it. We get to play something like Liminal Hold. Swat Away is probably better. Right? You can cast this for 2. And then we hope to wheel maybe a Liminal Hold. The Foul Knight would also be alright. Okay. We actually just played a deck with 2 Soul Immolations and it went like 1-3. It was awful. We'll take the Silvergill Mentor here. Try and pick up more. Convoke another Kimscare Sentry. And he's not legendary. Unexpected Assistance number 2 over the Kithkeeper. I think is where we want to be. Put this here. Put combat tricks here. Draw spells here. And we have enough space to pick up more. I don't mind a Flock Imposter. It is something we can hit with the Marrow because it's a shapeshifter. And if we bounce back our Abigail, we can give something else for Strike and Flying again. There are literally no blue and white cards for us here. So white on Merfolk for a Merfolk deck is really blue-white Convoke. Eclipsed Marrow might not even make the deck. What is it going to hit? Explosive Prodigy is good, but he's an elemental and we've really been struggling to make functional elemental decks. Does it count Changelings? It does not. So we have 2 Merfolk, but we have 3 Shapeshifters, and does it count cards that say Changeling? Yeah, all Shapeshifters are Changelings, so technically we have 5 Merfolk to hit, 4, because you can't count yourself with Eclipse Marrow. We'll take another Swat Away. Four, but then we can also hit any lands. Like, we really should not be missing with this very often. 4 plus 17, 21 hits out of a 40 card deck. Gallant Foul Knight will be our first 4-drop. And we do have Kithkin. The thing is, Kithkin already have first strike. So Silvergill Mentor, can we play that? 2, 6, Seems low. This is going to be a 4 mana 2/1 that makes a 1/1 quite often. I don't think that's good enough. Got these spikelings. Ooh, reluctant down guards can be cut. Both of those. One, two, three, four, five. We need another early drop. Let's add a stone back. And Eclipsed Marrow hits all our lanes, so even though we don't have other merfolk, we'll keep it in the deck. Okay, this deck looks functional. We have drafted some decks that don't have more than 1 or 2 removal spells, literally. So this at least looks better than that. And our first opponent will be Battery Man, 9V, presumably for Volts. I did not look at this hand before I kept it. If I'm being honest, we have no planes, that's rough. Very rough. I mean, we can cast this on his 1-drop. Saved. I think we just draw here. We don't need to do that now. That thing's a problem. That is a 5/4 once it gets its counters worked off. Toss that island. And we can play another one of these bad boys. That's nice. Let's get some lifelink. And we very well might be making the Burden Stoneback fly next turn. With Abigail. Is the creature attacking off Kinskyer? Onto battlefield, tapped and attacking, which is fine because it's flying. Well, it was fine, that is fine. It will still trade with the Sky Swimmer. And I don't mind seeing another planes. Wow, he just takes it all. Okay, nice. I think the correct play is to not remove counters from our walker, so that we can still use the effect to get a creature back. All of our creatures on the battlefield have 2 power or less. Although we could have removed the counters from our flyer, right? I think Walker lets you remove 1/1 counter, -1/-1 counters from any creature. This is keepable. It's not good, but it is keepable. Loyalist is a problem. When this creature dies, return another. Well, we're going to exile it, so that's fine. So let's offer a trade here for the Eclipsed Elf. Now he's going to play the Ward, and Eclipsed Elf is going to be a 4/3. That will be a problem. All right. I like offering the trade here. At the very least, we get some lifelink. And next turn, we can play the Hovel Hurler. Okay, and we'll get this on the Loyalist as well. We'll be able to blight our Hovel Hurler, so that we can then remove counters from it and give Timid Shield Bearer flying and lifelink. Okay, flying and lifelink is not going to be enough to poke through damage. Now that he's got that wild vine more. But he can't really attack either, otherwise we're swinging back for a lifelink. Okay, now he can. Alright, we'll chill out here. I think we do need to stop this damage. Right back on top. Cavalry is also going to be an issue. I think we do this while we have the mana. Shrink is safe right, cavalry. And that's going to be big enough. I guess there's no reason to tap our Timid Shield Bearer, so we'll just slap down a Celebrant. This also is not big enough to block the Pummler. What does he have? +3/+3. Draw a card if you played a creature this turn. If he plays that, he's at least not playing. Well, why is it showing he has 0 Vivid? That's not the case. He's got white, green, black, 3. So this costs 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We're going to let this through. Okay. Let's get rid of the Nomad, then we can personify the Sun-Dappled Celebrant. On a block of Safe Right Cavalry. I did not realize that could bump. We hovered it and we did not make that connection. Here, I think we play as many creatures as we can. And then hold up Appeal to Urdu. Urdu. Okay, so it's a situation where if we block with the Celebrant, we can trade. We kill him on the crackback if we jump here. One, two, three, four. He can play this thing. So I don't think we have any cards that care about Vivid. One, two, three, four, five. I mean, it forces him to use the pump. He goes to 6 power. We go to 5 power. That's not enough. So I think it's double chump here, unfortunately. Okay. Okay. Is he dead? If we do this, and we give the Foul Knight fine, we can pump it to 5. That's not enough. Plus he has reach. We can 2-for-1 ourselves here with the appeal plus Foul Knight. We will kill the Wildvine Pummeler. I think that's our best play. And now he's kind of in a tricky position. We attack it back with Abigail, and Timid Shield Bearer is going to live. So if Timid Shield Bearer gets 2 damage in, Abigail's going to poke for 2 in the air. He will be dead. We do need to block, though, because he can pump, can't he? Yikes. Okay. But he needs something in his hand. Otherwise, we kill him on the crackback here. Something with reach or removal, because we're pumping our Gallant Foul Knight. Okay. I don't like that he didn't pump for damage. What's he going to use that mana for? That's alright. He's going to try and draw a card. If we destroy that, we get the Hovel Hurler. And we can threaten lethal with 2 things. 2 creatures. Potentially. And if he has a way to live, then mayhaps we survive. Oh, we don't get lifelink. Okay, we did it. Whew. That's tight. PK Bena Liel is our next opponent. That is a hard to pronounce name. Not enough vowels. We will keep this. I don't know that I want to remove the abilities of Kinsky Air Sentry, just to give him flying. But we might. We'll see. It's most likely going to be us holding up Flock and Posture or just throwing down a Feastling. Alright, well, let's hold up Flock and Posture and attack here. We don't need to return the Sentry to hand. It's up 2, so let's submit 0. Give the Feastling flying. Actually already has lifelink. And if he trades for the Wretch here, that's totally fine. We're in a similar situation where we have the Slumbering Walker again to get it back. And actually he can't, right? Well, he could block with both. We would take 1 damage. And then as long as we killed the Wretch instead of the vile Boggart, he's fine. Yikes, he gets to take our card. This card is stupid good. Play that pre-combat, there's no reason to cast a card for free here. $31 life. Not bad. He does have a full grip, and we have nothing left after he played Taster Wares. Three, 4, we can kill both creatures. I think we just swing out here. Pretty straightforward. We're not going to be holding cards in our hand, I don't think. So we'll play our planes out here. I guess the only reason to keep it would be if we drew the draw spell where we discard a card. I just fear since he's black, he'll make us discard it for no value, but that's probably okay. Both still have flying. Get the Hubble Hurler out here. And hold that hand in hand. So he blows up our Foul Knight. But we have Prideful Feastling still threatening lethal. Does he have something? He does. Ooh, it's getting close. He's down to 1, but if he stabilizes this here, he's got 4 more cards than us. Okay, we did it. 33 life, poked him down to 1, and we probably were going to lose that if he could just get rid of 1 more creature. Yoshi will be our next opponent. The Nico Bolas avatar. We will keep this. We should always start with a plains because we have a gold meadow nomad, and which is 1 white. It's a 1 mana play with white. The Abigail Eloquent First Year is also a 2-drop that requires 2 white. Ooh, Iron Shield Elf is a problem. I want to play a lifelinker. Is that correct? Because if we played Flock Imposter, we can potentially cast cards by attacking with that and the Sentry. I just don't know that Sentry is actually going to be able to attack through anytime soon. Here we want to get a land, specifically a plains, if given the choice. We are. Unfortunately, Abigail goes to the bottom. And next turn, depending on how we can attack, we may spiral into Solitude his Iron Shield Elf, swing out, try and summon the Flock Imposter for free, or whatever we draw. Swing out with everything besides the Gold Meadow Nomad. Well, we can bounce something back with Flock Imposter. Guess just the Eclipsed Marrow so we can hold up Flock Imposter when he discards a card to give it indestructible. We'll bounce it back. Now to be mana efficient, we spiral into Solitude. And hope that we still have a good attack this coming turn. I mean, we should. We can play Spiral into Solitude on whatever he drops, and all he's got left that can block at this point is 2/2. Is 2 toughness creatures. And goodbye to the Kithkin, so Eclipse Marrow is no longer free. battlefield. It goes to the battlefield, not his hand, so we're not going to trade for that. Let's go get another land. UK, our other sentry, Sundappled, Celebrant, and Seedaway all go to the bottom. He has black, he can make us discard. Let's attack with just the Flock Imposter here. We'll drop a stone back. Okay, he's uncolor screwed. He was not playing mono black. Playing black, white, blight. That's alright, we can still activate Burden Stoneback's effect. With the Spiral into Solitude on it. Let's give our Feastling Indestructible. And the Eclipsed Marrow Indestructible. Cool. I believe we can exile his Iron Shield Elf in response to him exiling our Burden Stoneback. I'm not totally sure though. Alright, we'll take this 5 damage and 2 lifelink on the crackback. So the thing about blighting our Stoneback is that we can give something indestructible again. He's out of white mana, so he can't exile it. We will eventually lose to this. Let's get some lifelink in here. Can we do Stoneback plus Hovel Hurler? Yes, we can. 4, 5, 7, so we just need to play our lands. That's a good one to top deck. I don't think I want to trade Hovel Hurler for stuff on his side, so let's attack with just the flyers. We'll save Spiral into Solitude for something else. And that might be the something else. Either that or Moonlight Lamentor. He needs to attack to Blight 2 and draw cards. So is he dead in the air? I believe he is. Tapped out. Nothing he can do besides get lifelink off a Scarblade Scout chump. So we give 2 creatures flying, so we can Blight with Spiral into Solitude, and we're good. Let's make sure we tap the island there. Oh, we can't quite do it, can we? We don't have enough white mana. Or can we with Burdened Stoneback? No, Indestructible, that's it. Okay, just gotta push one more flyer through, and we've won this game. He's gone pretty wide on the ground. It's not gonna matter if he has no life points. Nice. So this deck that has no creature type synergy is doing all right so far. We do have several rares, and 3 of them are in the 2-drop slot. We have 2 Kinscare Scientries. Those are the... Got your tail. Those are the 2 mana. This guy. 2 mana, 2/2 first strike lifelink that lets us play cards for free. And we need to mulligan this. We can play a Marrow on turn 3, but I don't think that's a good enough opening. This is a begrudgingly keepable hand. This is borderline a mulligan, if not a mulligan. Nothing to do but play this. Maybe we should have mulled to 5. Okay. It's rough. We could have pitched Swat away. I guess we had enough removal. It's just... we're probably going to have to be a little lucky in the first place to come back from the starting hands we had. Okay, well, we continue to just chill. If we had one more planes, we're actually not doing anything different yet. That's at least something to play. Something to do with our mana if we continue to be land screwed. And he's got all the basic land colors. White, green, blue, red, black, perfectly. It's kind of crazy. We're gonna have to let that go through. At least our opponent is not doing much. Spending 4 mana to turn that into 4/4 each turn is not too scary. Being stuck on 2 lands for this long is We're about to discard to hand size soon. I think we take this. I know we can double block. But if he's going to spend 4 mana each turn to do 4 damage, that's fine. Okay, well, let's block these guys. He must have a trick. We get lifelink at least. It's just going to go on a 1-power creature is all. And we would get 1 lifelink back, but if we hold back, then he either can't attack with Wickermar without giving us lifelink, or he has to remove it. He'll hit us for just 4, I bet. Unless he has some action. Can't actually use Spiral into Solitude on his Burdock core, and we'll have to take 6 here. So if we attack, we get back up to 6, and then we die on the crackback. Okay, let's play Old Nomad. Let's Spiral into Solitude his Changeling. And then we're going to have to chump with our 1/1. Kind of crazy that he assembled all 5 colors in 5 turns of Plains lands. Obviously, it's like trying to play all 5 colors with 2 Wicker Maws and the core. And then the only cards we've seen have just been kind of like filler level. I mean, Cinder Strike is good. Filler level cards. I'd assume something really powerful to be running mana this kind of like prohibitively expensive. Oh no. So he hits us for 5 here. Oh, unless he turns that into 4/4, I guess we'll chump. We don't need to block. We'll go to 1. And then we can jump a 4/4 next turn. Bree is something worth splashing for sure. Oh, he's got a bird that he can play. Oh, this game's over, right? One, two, three, four, 6. Still only 6 Convoke mana. If we had kept the extra land, nothing would have happened still. We should have mulled to 5 there. I think there are decks where you got to keep a hand like that because they're not powerful enough, but it looks like this deck is powerful enough to survive a multi-5 with cards like these. So let's keep this one. We can't play Abigail without another Plains, but we can potentially do some cool stuff here. And we do get it with the Sentry. I'm going to say if we get to play this and attack with the Shield Bearer, then Abigail can be cast without having 2 Plains even. That might be the case. If he plays an X2 creature, we attack him with the Sentry. The Shield Bearer will be given flying. Ooh, he's going to bounce. And Abigail comes out. Okay, well. He does give us the 2 damage. All right, all right, all right. So we've had like this setup with a sentry into Abigail for free into getting them back with Walker. Like 3 games now. This has been nice. We do have 2 sentries, but we only have 1 Abigail and Walker, so we've gotten pretty lucky. We'll play the island, I guess, after this. No, we'll play it now. Might as well. Abigail is free. She gives the shield bearer flying first strike and lifelink. I think we play Walker and just leave the blight counters on it. Hopefully he doesn't have the one-sided board wipe, but right now he could only pay 2 for it, and the Walker would still live. Then be able to bring back a 2-power creature. And then bring back another 2-power creature. So I'd be okay with that. This card I feel is not good. You'd have to be very creature heavy, and even if you were, just looks like too often to be a 3 mana, draw 3, discard 2. Yeah, no blocks. This card is fantastic. I don't think we're dead though, because Walker is going to bring back a creature now though. So let's attack. Get our Feastling down. I think we do play our lands for now. Let's get Abigail. Give this flying, first strike, lifelink. I already had lifelink, so really just first strike and flying. But he's at 9. I'd like to poke through the rest of the damage, and he's on a 3-turn air clock this way. Yikes. Okay, well, let's use our Convoke mana while we have it. Goodbye to the land. Three, 6, we can't attack with that. Let's... Unless we give it indestructible. It still wouldn't have enough power to attack through anyway, so... Okay, we do get one of our changelings. That's one of the best things we can hit. An arena freezes for a long time after these cards hit sometimes, for whatever reason. The Flock Imposter can bring back Abigail after it attacks. He won't have discard. We have one more unexpected assistance, I think. Well, let's play this out anyways. He has to attack with the Champions of the Shoal if he wants to tap and stun a creature again. So I figure the counter pressure with this sentry is good, although the Timid Shield Bearer would have been able to threaten what you call. Do we want to bring that back? Yeah. Or do we bring Abigail back and just make as many fires as possible? I like making as many fires as possible. Please don't blow up Abigail. And if you do, I guess it might be fine. We have 4 damage in the air each turn. He's on a 2-turn air clock. Although he can tap 1 down with champions every time he attacks. And now we can replay Abigail. Burden Stone back and give something indestructible. And we can get him 1 power larger. I don't think that matters. Yeah, he can double block something with a 1-3 and a 1-1, but we're gonna push through a lot of damage. And 2 of his creatures will die. We'll keep the planes in hand. All right, okay. Oh. The highest power creature is tapped down, that makes sense. We'll give the sentry indestructible this turn, and he's got another Champions of the Shoal. Is it legendary? One, two, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 if we play this land. 3, 6. We can get both indestructible. Swat away his Champions of the Shoal. Alright, this is a little tricky. He gets to make a 1/1 flyer by attacking with Pestered Wellguard, then behold it, make the 4/6 that taps something down and gives it a stun counter, and he gets a 4/6 blocker. Or he just leaves the Pestered Wellguard as a blocker. No, he doesn't. Oh, Recluse. Man, he's just barely living. Champions of the Shoal have saved him from imminent doom. Plus Ashling's command. The rest has not been super impressive. Okay. 4/7 can't really attack in. A 5/6 also can't attack in. Let's drop a sentry and a celebrant. Let's see what the deal is. Now we're top decking. He'll want to tap his Pestered Wellguard to make 1/1 flyers and take over the game. I don't know how he does that yet. He cannot attack in. So we've got 4 creatures that can block it, unless he's got a way to give it flying or a way to convoke it. Then we're kind of in a stalemate for now. And it's going to matter who gets to top deck quicker. I was going to say also, if he attacks with Champions of the Shoal, and he has difficulty blocking what comes back. So if we send Sun-Dappled Celebrant, he can block with Champions of the Shoal, and then 2 more power and kill us, like a 1/1 and a 1/2. I don't like that. We send Slumbering Walker, the same thing. Just needs to do 1 more power. We get to kill. The trade is bad. Oh, we should have attacked with our 2/2 flyer. Tapped and attacking. So I actually like leaving the sentry in hand because it's a surprise attacker. And we were silly. I think we just had a brain fart and should have attacked with the imposter a turn earlier. Now he has the travelers. He could add 1 less 1/1 flyer. Okay, that's a double bounce because of the Flamekin twins, or twin flame travelers. He bounces his own stuff. We are slowly losing. We need some sort of action. Yeah, he can continually... Well, I was going to say he could continually behold Champions of the Shoal to get the other Champions of the Shoal out and tap down our Flock Imposter indefinitely. And he has a Nominate Change. Oh, he actually copies the Slumbering Walker. So, I mean, we have the Hovel Hurler. We can give something flying and he's dead. Any creature gets flying and he's dead. Three, 6 blockers. He's got 7 blockers. We could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attackers if we summoned out the sentry. Swat away. I'm almost tempted to cast it on our own Slumbering Walker so that we can bring back Abigail, give something flying, and kill him if he attacks with both flyers this turn. He does not. So if we got Abigail back here by replaying Sleepwalker, that's too slow because it happens at the end step. We give first strike lifelink flying to Sun Dappled Celebrant. Okay, let's do that. Unfortunate. Is that our second unexpected assistance? Yep, so now we can play out our lands freely. And what do we even want to use this on, the Twin Plane Travelers? I think the answer is yes. We need to stay alive. It doubles his elemental triggers. It's gonna blow up our stone back, that's fine. Oh, Imposter is smart. Okay, he's gonna make a 1/1 flyer if he attacks with the Well Guard. Okay, we can still win. We get Hubble Hurler off the top. Actually, no luck. He's not in the graveyard, right? He is not. Okay, we can still do it. He'd be making 2 1/1. Oh no, that's a Merfolk. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, please. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we won that. He just needed to make some 1/1 flyers with the well guard, I think. Or not attack with his 1/1. We were done so. Alright, well that's why he played out. 5 wins, we are actually gem positive. Okay. 7. And we'll play the sentry first. There's that wayfinder again. He gets an island, no green. No green. What? Not attack yet. He could do what? Actually, he's tapped out. If he double blocks, we kill Flame Chain Mauler before anything happens, so we missed out there. So we were playing loose. We should have thought about that attack more, yeah. He double blocks with the Wayfinder and Flame Chain Mauler. And we kill Flame Chain Mauler, and then Wayfinder's only doing 1 damage to Sentry, and he lives. So Champion of the Path does what? 7 mana, or 4 mana, 7/3. Another elemental you control enters. It deals damage equals his power. That goes twice. So we cannot let other stuff enter with that thing here. We can't just cast Blossom Bind on it. We can do this. We can attack here. We can threaten to pump with the Shield Bearer. So, only having 1 point is tricky. If we play Spiral into Solitude, Champion of the Path will still activate, but next turn we can exile it so that when elementals enter, stuff doesn't blow up. If we hold up Shield Bearer and he plays a 2-power creature, I guess it doesn't matter because it double enters. It's probably going to be able to kill something. Let's Spiral into Solitude. I don't love this. Okay, thank goodness. A turn without an elemental entering the battlefield lets us exile Champion of the Path. Assuming he doesn't have Doom to play. That's not an elemental. Thank goodness. So let's not... I cost a white. stack first. He doesn't know if we're going to have another white mana or not. And we can blight after we've done damage. Are we greedy and try and eat it? It's devastating if he plays any elemental and it double triggers and kills 2 of our creatures. So I think we just take the trade here. Eat his Crystal Glutton. Put it on the sentry, actually. Because we should be able to attack through with Foul Knight. Okay. I mean, potentially. Tap creature. I think him attacking is alright. Let's get rid of an island. Play the plains. And I like giving the Foul Knight flying now. Double drawing cards is wild. This is why I don't love Blossom Bind. If we play Spiral into Solitude, we don't have enough mana to play the Sun Dappled Celebrant. Well, I guess we can still play it on the Rhyme Speaker, but we can't exile with it. Okay, let's just attack with Abigail first. And hold up, keep out. It's already double triggered. We might have benefited from using Keep Out on the Twin Flame Travelers so that you can't double effects. I would rather kill the Rhyme Speaker straight up. +2, +1. We'll pretend like we've forgotten about Hidden Reach. Oh, he didn't block with the Flamecaster. I mean, I think it's worth keeping the Celebrant alive here and doing 2 extra damage. Because it has Reach, we'll cast Spiral into Solitude on this. I mean, we don't need to do that yet, do we? We don't. Oh, he's gonna play something big. Blammo. The card draw is scarier than anything else. He's down to 12 cards in deck. Squawk Roaster seems kind of crazy. If he's only fetching blue and red lands. He's got a full grip. Okay, please attack with the Flamecaster. I don't know why he would. If only he gave the Flamecaster. Fine. It would have been more damage. Okay, we have potential outs, right? Can we get the bird? Changeling that. Bring something back? We do not. There's the Hovel Hurler we were hoping to hit. I think we just lose with him having a billion cards in hand. How many unexpected assistances do we have left? One. That's what we have. One left. This wouldn't even be a good attack. So let's chill out. Hope that he disconnects his internet or mills himself or something. We may have to kill that Squawk Roaster if he attacks with just that, not Stratosaur. But that's our hope, is we get to blow up Stratosaur. With what? With Keep Out? Not with Keep Out. Sorry, that we get to blow up Flamecaster with Keep Out. We can Spiral into Solitude is Stratosaur. Another way to win is to get our Slumbering Walker. Figure out some situation with Blight where we kill Abigail and bring her back and then give like Sundapple Celebrant, fine, and poke through, and then he somehow doesn't have removal and he's like 7 cards. He is down to 5. We do kind of just need to stay alive. He's gonna quadruple trigger stuff, though. Oh, that's actually fine for drawing, because he's gonna mill himself. Especially if he discards and draws here. He doesn't realize he's gonna mill himself. Okay, excellent. Is he down to 1? I'm gonna hover our own deck so that it's not obvious. He's down to 1. So he's got to realize and swing out here, or he's going to mill himself. He doesn't realize. Nice. So we can block like this. After first strike, cast Keep Out. And we are in business. Okay, what's the most damage here? Let's get Twin Flame Travelers. He's got to kill us this turn. This man has drawn and or discarded his entire deck. Okay, the problem is he can also give stuff trample. So with Sundappled Celebrant no longer blocking, we are in some trouble. In fact, it's hard to imagine he can't kill us this turn. That's good for us, though. That's not an elemental, right? So it puts him farther away from killing us. That puts him closer to... Oh, wait, does it? What triggers the damage? Off the 3-2. I don't want to hover at the Flamecaster. I'm going to load up. Okay, he figures out that he should attack with everything. Enraged Flamecaster. He does 2 damage whenever he casts a spell with mana value 4 or above. Okay, so this is the most damage. We need to block that. Is 3 the most damage? Can this give trample? We shouldn't have hovered that because maybe now he figures out trample. Okay, smart. Ah, just barely dead. So close. Is there anything we can run in the place of Blossom Bind? What about another Stoneback? Yeah, there's that Stoneback. I'm happy to see this rather than a Blossom Bind, so... It's not a bad target for Abigail. Goodbye. I mean, do we just play Abigail straight up? I think because we have Convoke, we have to. No reach. This is going to be too much damage. 4 damage. Flame Raider is good in the Elemental deck. And here, we have the Sun Dappled Celebrant out. 5 mana, 5/6 dorky creature. Not actually a mana dork, just doesn't do anything besides have vigilance once he's on the field. Do we keep the island in hand to discard to unexpected assistance? Or do we just assume that in 4 cards we'll probably see a land to discard? Try and get maximum mana to develop out the board. Okay, since he's down at 11, I'll play this out. He's also not discard colors. All right, well. We can attack with Sun-Dappled Celebrant before we convoke with it. Assuming he lets us, since it has Vigilance. Let's just develop out. I know we could hold up Personify, but I wouldn't mind another body that can threaten to pump our team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2. What does he have in hand? He's got basically all 3 colors that you typically see in an elemental deck. And he has not been tapping Frame Braider to bomb it out his hand. He has an alright double block on Sun-Dappled Celebrant here, but if we pump to be a 6/7, or even if we don't pump, we kill both his creatures, so. Let's attack all. I don't think there's one red mana instant speed in this set. If there is, this would not be a bad way to learn it. So, can we kill him? That's the question. If we do +2, this is 5 damage, +4 is 9. He's not dead, so we'll pump 4, 6 with Shield Bearer. That's alright. Knock him down to 3. Trade 2 for 1. And oh, punch through. Okay, good change getting rid of Blossom Vine there, even though he did remove our 2-drop. And I think we need 1 more. And we trophy. 1 more, yep. Final boss. Lose and we end 6-3, which isn't bad. If we win, we get that trophy. And our losses basically don't matter. All blue lands with all white playables. Gonna have to mulligan that. All white lands with all white playables. We can keep this. I think we keep the Hovel Hurler. So that we can poke through attacks with the Sentry potentially. Okay, we can go guarantee another land. That's nice after our mulligan. It is an island. We're going to take a screenshot of the Gallant Foul Knight, the other unexpected assistants, the Burdened Stone Bag that are going to the bottom. Okay, we get a 1/1. It's not too bad for us. We can cast the Shield Bear and Abigail this turn. Let's give our Marrow line. So that we can potentially pump the team still with the Timid Shield Bear if it comes to it. One, two, three, four. So I guess we might as well tap our Timid Shield Bear and our 1/1 here. Oh, we have to tap Marrow to get the second blue mana. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. We still get to attack with Abigail. And if the Lamenter attacks, we get to blow it up with Keep Out. I doubt he attacks and doesn't remove a blight. I assume, yeah, he'll remove blight, draw a card, and sit back and chill. Let's attack with just the flyers here. Hold up, keep out through combat, and then probably just play the Hubble Hurler. He has protective response. That's all right. And Hubble Hurler may be able to attack himself when he removes a -1/-1 counter, depending on what he plays out. Okay, another Plains is not bad. Giving stuff flying is not going to be enough to let it attack now. 3, 5. So he has 5 damage. If we do this twice, we can attack with Hubble Hurler, or if we threaten to pump. We're a 5, 6. What is the right way to approach this? Let's do this. We're 1 mana short of pumping again. So I think we do this. Now it's going to be hard to punch through the remaining damage with that Stratosaur. Oh no, I think we lose. Well, we can bring our Hubble Hurler back. If we attack here, 3 creatures get through, he goes to 4 life. We don't have... If we had Airdo, there's a line where we could get him to 4, flash this in at end step, and then pump it to win, but Shield Bear can't pump anymore. We don't have Erdu. So let's just play the Feast lane. We can give the Feast lane flying next turn if we can both play the Hovel Hurler and get a Plains to give the Feast lane flying. Okay, that's going to be hard to beat. Mana value 3 or less. He doesn't have any targets for it just yet. I'm tempted to bring back Abigail, give the Feastling flying, and attack him for 4 this turn in the air. And then ground creatures do 1, 2, 3, 4. They do 1 damage. He goes to 2. He goes to 2. And we have 2 flyers left, but he's got open mana and 2 cards in hand. So let's take the Hurler back. Oh, there's the appeal to Erdu, though. So 3 ground creatures block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 get through. We do 1, 2, 3 damage. Plus 4 is 7. We could go for lethal here. Is it better to attack with Flockenbuster? Go for lethal next turn. He's got lifelink, though. Okay, still no CMC 3 or less creatures to get back with Reaping Willow or Meander's Guide. +2/+1 will not be enough to kill the Stratosaur. But if we pump it, that will be. Let's give multiple creatures flying. It has to be another target creature. Do we want Abigail to die in case we get the Walker? Is that better than Nomad? Yes, it is better than Nomad. He's got only 1 card in hand. I think we just go for it. He's dead unless he blocks a 3-power creature. I think this makes sense. +2 here and +2 here. Because if he kills one of our other creatures, then it's not flying anyways. Then we're not winning. We're not killing him anyways. He's going to 1. Well, he would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. Yeah, I think this makes sense. Put it here. So we put it here. Then one creature is still not lethal. Oh, that was close. So, fought for our life with that deck. I also don't know how often we're going to be able to recreate that, because we had quite a few rares. Once again, we struggled to build like an actual creature synergy. We're kind of all over the place. 5 Kithkin, 4 Giants, 3 Soldiers, 4 Warriors. The elf decks have been pretty strong, but they need to be open. So we really won off the back of Abigail and our 2 Kinskyair Sentries. The Hurler helped us push through final damage, and the rest of the deck was just kind of like blue and white cards. Not really without being Merfolk. So good games. We'll see you next time. Not a bad first result.